The biggest game of the weekend was those Bills traveling to La La Land to take on everybody's favorite 6-6 team, the Los Angeles Rams, that are the scariest 6-6 team in the National Football League. And they showed you why they are the scariest team in the National Football League, because when they are healthy, my brother, man, I knew Puka Nacua was a very good player. We all know about Cooper Rush. We all know about Matthew Stafford. But when I say Puka put not only himself on the map, but put fear in every NFC team with the performance that he displayed on Sunday against the Buffalo Bills, that is something to say, okay, NFL, I'm putting you on notice. In the next couple of years, you're going to hear my name right next to Justin Jefferson. You're going to hear my name right next to Jamar Chase, A.J. Brown. I'm not going to be Cooper Kupp's backup. I'm going to be the man. We're going to talk about how this game played out, but how impressed are you with Puka and his performance this past weekend?
I mean, again, it's coming from what I saw last year, man. The kid is awesome. Oftentimes you say, okay, they had a good first year because nobody really knew him. Nobody had really any tape on him. But, man, he came back, and he actually, this year, he's more involved in the offense, although he started, and he's fresh. That's the other thing that we got to remember. Puka been out most of the season because of injuries, whereas a whole bunch of people hurt right now. He coming in this joker strong, man. But the way they incorporate him into the offense, it just make that offense even scarier. Because in the past, it was strictly relying on Cooper Kupp. Now Cooper Kupp is not the guy you got to worry about. You got to worry about Puka as well as the running game. That's the other piece that we saw this weekend, because now they starting to get Corum from Michigan more involved in the game. So now you got Williams and you got Corum. They out there doing their thing, man. They are. I see right now. I think they are the best team in the West, because Seattle and all them. We don't know which teams we getting, but we know the only reason why the Rams had a record that they have right now is because of the injuries they had in the beginning of the season, and all these people coming back at the right time.
You're absolutely correct. The Rams are most likely the best team in the NFC West, even though their record doesn't say that, when healthy, meaning that they are hitting their stride right now. When we talked about this game on Friday night, we knew that Buffalo's offense was going to put up points. We knew that Josh Allen was most likely going to have a very good game, and we're going to talk about him in a minute. But I want to focus on how well the Los Angeles Rams played. We said that this game was going to be competitive, but I know for me, I picked the Buffalo Bills to win a close one. What the Rams showed me is that we are not only one of the better teams in the NFC, that we can actually be that very same dark horse that I mentioned in the opening monologue that can come in through the back door and really shock the world and win a Super Bowl, a legitimate Super Bowl, based on what we have on the team and how we perform on the field. And if they stay healthy, I believe that they will come back and win the NFC West. I'll go ahead and put that out there right now, even though Seattle is sitting on the throne. If the Rams remain healthy, they are going to be very dangerous. They can travel. They can go into Detroit and beat Detroit. They can go into Philadelphia and beat Philadelphia, even in cold weather. It doesn't matter, because they have the type of run-pass game that Matthew Stafford has lived in the cold for the majority of his adult life and his NFL career. So he is accustomed to playing in the cold. And they can most definitely travel to Minnesota if Minnesota ends up hosting a game where they need to go and win. Same thing in Green Bay. The Rams are very dangerous. Now, on the other side of the ball, Josh Allen, man,
can't talk about
he's one of the top tier quarterbacks in the NFL since he's entered the league, but he was Mr. Turnover King as well. He's shut that out. Joe Brady has implemented an offense to where Josh Allen can do what Josh Allen does best and not have to worry about feeding one or two star other players on the offense. The way that he led his team this weekend, the way that he, for lack of a better term, carried his team this weekend. How well do you believe Josh Allen can continue to play? And is he your front runner for the league MVP this Tuesday night?
I ain't gonna say he's my front runner, man, but I would tell you his display. I mean, we talked about the Rams, but Josh Allen had a game this weekend as well, man. Because they was able to shut the Rams shut down Cook, as we was talking about in the green room. Cook didn't even have a real good game, as we know we are accustomed to seeing Cook doing. But the lack of mental mistakes that he done had this year, man, it speaks volumes, because that was always a knack on him. It was always these mental mistakes. Right when we need him the most, he'll throw something, he'll do something. But I would tell you, man, the guy, he is definitely going to be one of those people that everybody talk about for MVP, because he done took a team, you done got rid of Stephon Diggs, you done got rid of Gabe Davis, and now he got a new face, and the team look good, man. So he out there. That's all I can tell you. He had a great game this weekend. He was the running game. And then the Shakira, that's the other kid that that came and stepped up and seemed to be that guy. And with the addition of
Coleman.
Mm-hmm. No, well, they got Coleman, but Coleman been injured a lot. But Cooper, man, with Cooper.
Oh yeah, Amari Cooper, yeah. Yeah,
Amari Cooper been doing this thing, man. And then he got the other kid, I think Hollins. That other kid has been doing pretty good, man. The Rams, I mean, this is a great game. This is the type of games we want to see. But I think Troy alluded to it with both teams. It really came down to which offense had the ball last, because the defense really didn't do much in this game.
No, you're right. The defenses didn't do much in this game. And these types of games where it's about the matchup more than it is about the talent on the field, right? Because we know Buffalo has a good defense. They can shut a team down if and when they need to. Well, I won't say that, but most often. And the Rams have a very good defense, right? But it's just about matchups. Just like when you have Baltimore and Cincinnati play, it's going to be a high-scoring game, regardless of whether or not these defenses are good annually. But what it does say for me about the Buffalo Bills, it is that when healthy, they are the best team in the AFC by position, because Josh Allen is playing at a level to where he is definitely one of the top two leading candidates for MVP this year. Between him and Saquon, and it depends on where Saquon ends as it pertains to the yardage. If he breaks the NFL single season rushing record held by Eric Dickerson at 2105, then I believe he should be the MVP. But if he doesn't, and Josh Allen continues to be on the trajectory that he is on now and ends up leading his team to a 14-3 record, or maybe even a 13-4 record, and depending on where that next loss comes and how it comes, he has a very good argument for the league MVP as well. Now, going forward, we'll talk about their big games. I don't want to jump ahead of myself, but I was thoroughly impressed. This game was one of the top 3 games of the season, simply for entertainment purposes, excitement purposes, and the ability of 2 good quarterbacks to lead their team and get must scores, and they got them. So I take away from this game that the Rams are quite possibly the scariest team in the NFC, and that the Bills did not lose anything by going to La and losing to a Rams team that is going to be extremely competitive if they make it to the playoffs. But it lets them know that we got to lock down on defense and keep Josh Allen healthy.